Already there are many videos about astral life, astral journey, and astral worlds. They call it subtle world also. Not everything spoken is correct, or not everything spoken is incorrect. Some people have genuine experience. Some speak through their imagination. Some speak through rumors. Some speak through experimentations. Subtle world, the journey of subtle world is not only seen with yogis or Indian yogis, but I believe that the journey of subtle world is experienced by each and everybody throughout the world. I myself have experienced subtle journey so many times to so many different dimensions, which are not even explored or discussed in books yet. Some dimension of subtle world are spoken in Indian textbooks or scriptures. Some are spoken in Christianity also. Apart from those subtle worlds, there exist many more unknown and very interesting with very miraculous creatures which have not been discussed yet. Based on my experience, I should explain some journey of subtle world and experience. There are so many ways a person can travel to the subtle world or the astral world, or there are so many ways this astral journey can be done. Some people do it through dreams, some people do it through hypnosis, some people do it through pranayama, some people do it through mudras, some people do it through mantras, some people consciously do it with the visualization, etc. For some people, it happens at an instant, at a very undetermined, unexpected place, time, and circumstance. What is astral world or what is subtle world? Just as the physical world exists, the subtle world exists. But the concept of subtle world is widely misunderstood due to the misunderstanding of the fact that the world, all world, exists in our mind. I repeat, the world exists in our mind. Just as the physical world exists in our mind, subtle world also exists in our mind. If through any means we can dive deep into our minds, we can reach to any dimension, be it heaven or hell, the place of demon, the place of snakes, the place of fairies, the place of gods, the place of souls, etc. Just as the mind is the projection of your soul, the astral world is the projection of your soul. If you are interested in traveling to the astral world, you must first relax your body through pranayama, mudras, asanas, mantra, or hypnosis. Apart from these techniques, anybody can travel to the subtle world in dreams, and it usually happens to so many people, but they misinterpret it with imagination. And some people float in their imagination but misinterpret it with the subtle world. My experience I should share about the subtle world. It started happening after the practice of Khichari Mudra. With the grace of Guruji, I practice Khechari Mudra, and the very first time I realized that I was out of my body, and that very time I started having the vision of ghost, fairies, yoginis, siddhas, and many more. So many miraculous creature which does not exist in physical or world. Apart from this Khechari Mudra, I experienced this subtle world in through pranayama. When we practice pranayama at a certain high stage of breath retention, shaking, extreme shaking of the body happens inside, and the subtle body goes out. When the subtle body goes out, your mind delves deeper into its own cause, and there exist all these subtle world. Now the question is, can you travel to subtle world? Anybody can travel to subtle world. Just that you have to calm yourself down to an extent that your recognition to the physical world fades, and your recognition the subtle world becomes more and more active. The more calm, the more peaceful, the more silent your mind and your energy becomes, the more powerful you become, and the more powerful dimension you can travel. In this way, anybody can see the past as well as future. In my experience, when I first did this astral journey, it reminded me of many of my lives when I died, or I would say I was killed in so many of my birth. I clearly remember all the visions. I did it through mantra also. I did it with the use of some medicine also. Yes, medicine can also evoke certain calmness of mind which can take you deep down into your own consciousness. Now, this important point should be noted that your consciousness, my consciousness, or the consciousness is not different. It is just one. It is in unity. They are all united, but it looks different because our mind right now looks outside. Our mind is extroverted. If you become introvert and take your mind inside, then the place you reach and the place I reach and the place anybody reach is the same, just like all the leaves at the end touches to the root, but leaves to the leaves are different. Similarly, all the mind, when they dive deep, touches to its trunk and ultimately to one particular root. The confusion occurs when the leaf looks at another leaf as an individual to individual gets confused because the mind is extrovert. If you have questions regarding how can we travel to the astral world, I can make a practical video about that.